If you like what you see, then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you like to check it out, leave a comment down below. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. Radar.
None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital. Go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. Stepping like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital. Go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital. Go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about more streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx, so I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Cut you up the perfect time. I was watching it down. You know what you wanna do, but I can never be around. Got me being realized. Girl, you got me so blind. You know what you wanna do, so I can never be around. And then don't we kinda turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do be clean. Then you come to the bed and you love feel dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. catch this party on. I'm a Gemini, and she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Bet you wanna peek, bet you wanna see something. We don't wanna give, we don't wanna give nothing. I'm a Gemini, she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Cardio, yeah, like Super Mario. Yeah, when we on the cardio. When we on the cardio.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. All right.
We do cardio, up down like Mario, cause stress like Sicario, but that catches party on. I'm a Gemini, and she's a Scorpio, but that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Bet you wanna peek, bet you wanna see something.
And here we go. About dang time, road dog. I'm just saying. About damn time. Set your clock next time. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dog. My name is Lane, and I am your captain this evening, wearing my little captain hat. Looking for my clock. My clock ran away. Seriously? However did that happen? Oh well. Looks like it's another 2-hour stream because I don't know when to stop. Here you are. Clocky clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Before we get into anything else, I want to draw your attention to this 4-letter word up here. DAWG. Save you 10% off on the Tangem wallet. And also, there's a link below for the very cool SecuX wallet. Touchscreen. Very cool. Works with an app on your phone. Easy to use. Holds AIOZ. Holds a lot of cool little coins on there too. Let's move on to the market where everyone is wondering what the heck is going on. Well, allow me to tell you, this is the weekend. They love to get us in this situation where it looks like we're going to make it or break it. And we hang out here all weekend trying to see what retail is going to do. When we look at Mr. Bitcoin here, please, for the love of God, let my microphone be on. Which reminds me, before I get into all this, come over to the chat, say hello to everybody, and see my microphone is on too. Haven Peck is in the chat. We got Dave P partying with popcorn and sunglasses, like a madman should. Dave Forgets in the house. And we got Strega. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the weekend, Friday night. You could be out having just a big old party. Oh, at some point in life, that just gets, I don't know. Doesn't mess with the program anymore. So looking right here, could it be, possibly could be, maybe be, I don't know, man. Could be making a little toppy top head and shoulders. We are at a toppy top. Clearly this trend line right here defines, that's a great place to get rejected. Can we possibly get rejected there? We're going to the moon. Well, the probabilities say that we're probably going to get rejected there, but does it have to be really bad? Doesn't have to be really bad. We are in a channel, and in a channel, you'll always find a halfway line. Those are kind of cool to play with. Might want to mark those little guys out. Goodness gracious, could it take you that long to get here? That's what I'm wondering. I've got a little time-based prediction thing going on, just something I'm playing with. But just based on the trend line, I just like to play around sometimes. Suggested maybe 28th of February we will reach 48.50. I don't know. Might go there sooner. Who knows? This is on an 8-hour time frame. Just things I'm looking at. there might be some confluence. 48,500, 48,800, we're all through that little area, man. Is this the 618 Fibonacci area for this big move, for the whole Bitcoin move, top to bottom? Very important level to pay attention to. And I think I'm just going to make him a big fat line right there, lock him in. I don't want to see price break that. I think it's actually kind of cool that we came up above it. We could flag out here. We can consolidate up here above that trend line, positive sign, all for it. Break this trend line. I'm going to start flipping a little bit bearish if we break that 48,000. So if we price breaks this, gets under here, I'm going to start looking, maybe we could look at these lower prices. I don't want to mention those prices now, but you know. But until that happens, there's no reason to worry about it. Until that happens, we're actually in a really good spot. And just got to see what happens over this weekend. Low liquidity weekend. I think that it's just a test to kind of confirm when retail comes back in, because all we got really is institutional investors that are mainly eyeballing Bitcoin and Ethereum, the top two, which kind of goes back to my theory and what I've been wondering for this past year. You know, is this going to have an effect on our altcoins if all this attention is going to come onto Bitcoin? And we start looking at Bitcoin dominance charts. And I like to zoom out on this little guy, kind of get the bigger picture here. You know, we were kind of looking at maybe coming up to maybe 60%. Maybe that would be the toppy top for this and come down and have a nice little altcoin season. But there are some things that kind of suggest that maybe we come back up here to 73%. Now, take a moment just to think about what that would mean for altcoins. That means that of all the money in all of crypto, 73% of it would be geared towards Bitcoin. To me, that paints a scenario where Bitcoin is the hottest thing in the freaking world, which we know that moment will be coming. But will money be flowing into altcoins the way that it normally does? That's what I'm wondering. That's what has always been in the back of my mind, what I've been questioning. Because I just think that we saw a little bit of that last cycle. A lot of FOMO went into Bitcoin. It rose up and altcoins kind of followed, and they didn't do as great as they did in 2017. Let's just be honest. There were lots of millionaires made in 2017 by the time Bitcoin reached $18,000. We went from 15,000 to 50,000, and you're not hearing those stories. You're seeing some good moves. You're seeing some altcoins do, you know, making multiples. But the overall feel for like Total 3 is that, you know, we've not reclaimed these highs over here. We're getting a good start. Bear that in mind. And when you look at Total 3 on the big picture, that's a fairly healthy chart. But I think there's just going to be part of this season where most of the attention goes on Bitcoin. And we may see altcoins be a little bit lackluster, and Bitcoin dominance will help guide us through that. Because as Bitcoin dominance goes up, and especially as we come up to these higher numbers, 60, 73%, that ultimately means that Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. And if you look back, like, gosh darn, if I just bought Bitcoin right there and just stayed in Bitcoin, I would be up a lot more than what I am with my altcoins. It's crazy. I know it's crazy, but it is a true fact of life. Sure, your altcoins went up in dollar value, might have been 10x, 15x. Yeah, we made some dollars, but Bitcoin still outran you. Still outran you. Not many coins are outperforming Bitcoin at the moment, and in certain points in the cycle they will. We want to take advantage of that, and that's what I hope to do. Guys, it's DEGEN night. We're just looking at whatever the freak we want to look at. And I got a big old list in case you guys get like tongue-tied and can't put something in the chat for me to look at. We're going to start out with Uni. And my big mistake, gosh darn it, where I broke a rule. Another one I missed because I did something stupid. And I don't know why. I think I might know why. My little DEGEN got cut loose, got into his feelings at some point, and sold my Uniswap. All of it. I went today to go moonbag this little sucker, and I found out February 4th, I made a stupid ass decision and somehow got rid of all of it. You live and you learn, but gosh, even trying to pay attention to these lessons, you know, you still find yourself screwing up and being human, I guess, but Uniswap is starting to look really juicy to me, and I feel bad because I don't have my bag of it. And she's just leaving accumulation, getting ready to start making some big old moves. If you come down to 650 again, Uniswap, I may nibble back at you. I need to throw me a little line in there. Throw me a line at 7. Put me on an alert on it, and hopefully I won't miss it. But that's TRB did me that way too. Now watch Uniswap go up to like $50 now. It's something crazy. Looks like. So I'm waiting for a retest. It falling wedgie pattern. Nice shallow one that has good breakouts, and we saw the breakout when it finally happened. Might be pumping up $12 Uniswap. It just doubled. Flagged out above that pattern. That's nice. I'm hoping to see they'll come back and retest this. No guarantees. Non-moving average on the weeklies back here. Maybe I'll get a shot at $7. I don't know. Oh well. I gotta put me an alarm. Hey, dumbass, buy me now. I like that one. Buy me now and use them. Whatever. Well, I don't know what that. Why did you do that? Well, we're crossing the horizon. Yeah, okay. Whatever. All right, so Uniswaps on the 4-hour just looking bullish as all get out right now. Like I'm not ready to stop yet. I'm not ready to stop yet. Stop telling me what to do. You got the golden cross here on the 1 hour. 21 moving average is down to 983. She's doing this little rising pattern here, which is normally bullish. Bearish, normally bearish pattern. Rising patterns are normally bearish in nature. Usually break down to the upside, downside. Learn how to talk, road dog. But right now, even on the 1 hour, she's above that 9, and she has no intentions of coming down. When you break that 9, I'm looking for you to break that pattern and come on down, baby. Come on. Right now, she's pulling something with the stochastics coming all the way down the downside while she's just staying up here, making me very suspect on Uniswap. If you pop off this weekend and go to $24, I'm going to be so pissed at you. Just letting you know that right now. Not happy about it. Not happy. LimeWire was one that was put out in the old trading group that I used to be in. I think I saw it on one of the last videos that person put out before they disappeared from YouTube. Don't know what's up there, but something. So, we got a little bit of a channel forming here. LimeWire, well, she has been making higher highs and higher lows, but I gotta tell you, after his last Q&T call, I just wasn't ready to jump into this LimeWire call, but actually this one kind of not that bad overall. Could she possibly be getting ready to go freaking para-freaking-bolic? That's what I'm wondering. Because I'm on here the daily time frame and she's broken out of this freaking channel that we're in. Looking like it might possibly come back to retest it, and I want to know, is that bullish? You can redo something. You got some bearish divergence up here. What are you doing now? Come out to this next trend line. Ooh, we broke that one. So we're going to retest down here, looks like. Grab me a nice little price call out label. Price label. Slap it right here and see if 69 cents will hold. Or will we get a bounce off of this area? If we get a bounce, that would be interesting. Gots to watch you break back into this pattern, baby. We're coming back down to these areas. That 50 moving average also corresponds with this last high we had over here, and that's about 57 cents. So, kind of interested in that area. 50 moving average. Got my eye on you, LimeWire. If you're getting ready to pop up and do something majorly, I want to know about it. Also looking at Prime. Echelonprime. Not Epic Prime. Echelon. Right. Trying to figure out where I want to look at this little guy at. Coinbase would not have the longest price history. Would CoinEx? I don't know. What do we got going on here? Ooh, nice. I see why you like it. She was up about these prices before when I started noticing her, and then I think she fell down here. What, 759? Now we're right back up here. Nice little series of higher highs and higher lows there. Elliot seems to think she wave 5'd out. Interesting to notice this too as we look on Bitcoin. Let me just flip back over here. When you look at the bigger picture here, Elliot also thinks that we topped out there and kind of thinks that we might be coming back to some of my areas. Things will come down lower than what I think, 48.5. Oh lordy, Elliot thinks it might come down to 44 or $45,000 the bottom of this trend line. There's some confidence there with that trend line, I gotta say, Elliot. It would be a higher low though. Wouldn't that be a wild ride? It might be a fun ride. That would be breaking below this 618 though, and that's going to make me nervous. Let's go back to Prime where we're at, where I lost my train of thought. Didn't lose it, just remembered something I wanted to say earlier. Nice strong move. Elliot seems to think it's time for it to call it quits and come back for a correction. I'm just going to yawn all night. I'm looking for the bottom of this trend line. You come back to 920, baby. I want to know about it. I do. I want to know about it. So echelonprime might be something there. Send me a little alert. Check in with you guys. They forget we are the party. How about that uni? That uni is. It's making me cry. Can't believe I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I would say. I just want to get out of it all. It's uniswap. It's not going to do anything. Apparently. I was moody. I do remember, this is something that you got to watch out for, and I think this had an influence on me. I do remember watching Influence, and I think it might have been Lark, just kind of, talking about Uniswap, and it's YouTube is a great place to come get people's opinion. There's some people out there kind of forcibly putting and manipulating an opinion out there, and there's some people just sharing their opinion, and it doesn't matter when you hear something, like me, tired of holding Uniswap. Maybe it got to me. All I need is one person to say, yeah, it probably sucks. Just maybe I should get in something else. Joe's been doing a lot better. But man, for me to break my rule to sell out of my whole position, deserved what I got right there. Gosh. At least I didn't do it to Tao. Tao's getting a big comeback. She may be making a bigger, huge move, man. So I'm looking for a juicy price somewhere. What are we now? Wake up. 546, down from almost $700. I might put some nibbles in there. What are we doing with this measure move thing here? Oh, if we break that, is that what we're looking at? Yeah, well, that needs to be adjusted just a wee bit. It's not going to play out. You got to go back and adjust some things after you get new information. We are breaking the trend line. It suggests maybe coming down to 438. Could even come back down and retest 368 somewhere through there. I hope not. What I hope to see is a bounce off of 546 and come up to 748, 765, and wow. I think we did this. It's probably where we got that target. Yeah, measure move would take us right up to those areas right there. Tao, what you gonna do, baby? You gonna bounce? You gonna come back in the pattern? If you come back in the pattern, man, you might come down all the way to 333 something, the bottom trend line. Wherever that brings you. Don't really want to see that, but I would still be in profit, so. OLAS. We looked at this a few times. I've never got into it. I don't think it's available to me unless I go really, really hunting for it. It's over on Bitmart, which you have to have a VPN to mess with them, and I don't know. It's over on BitGet. So we'll pull up the chart there and see what's going on with OLAS. I can't read this. Give me something with more price history here. It's autonolas. This is better. This is over on uniswap, and is this against wrapped ether? I can't do that. I want to do it against the dollar because that's what we're thinking of in terms of dollars. Here we go. And I still got a small ass. All right. I guess we're going to go over to Bitmart. Yes, we got a chart.
Yay! Happy! Happy!
She's lost the non-moving average on the daily, so that means she's going to be coming down for a little bit. Cool. If you want to get in on this little guy who has some promise, maybe have some promise. 618 retest of that guy would be in order and possibly coming back down to this 399, 396 area. Retest this 786 fib since we've lost those areas. No guarantees it'll make it down to 4, but 477's pretty much looking like a little hottie spot. Let's come down the smaller time frame, see what we got here. What do you tell us? Let's find that trend line that you just broke. Does it got the measure move? Possible measure move would take us down to about 430. Kind of gives us a little confidence with this candle top over here. Well, let's rock with that for a measure move. Target. Are you the settings button? Measure move. Now we get rid of these little pesky fibs. So, autonolas, looking for it to come down a little bit. 477, maybe down to 401. Do have a measure move there. What are you? What's the measure move? Measure move is about 430. What's she hit? I have no idea. I'll just know the probabilities and the order that they might hit. DNX. Over on MexC, this is Dynex. Here on the 6 hour, because that's what time frame I'm on. We got the nice little 50 over the 200 buy now, or buy the pullback. Higher highs, higher lows, nice curving formation there. Cool. Going to have a little problems when we come up to talk to this trend line again, because they didn't leave on good terms, and there might be some more rejection hitting DNX over here at whatever these areas are, about 110 maybe, somewhere through there. This line is no good to us anymore. Pretty much what I'm seeing there. I do like this, so 4 hour looks juicy, just juicy. Interesting. I've just got to see what it does with this trend line. Is it going to break back in the upside and then start knocking out $1.95, $2? Could. It could. We've seen some of them do it. We've also seen a few get rejected up there, but that's the area I'd be looking for DNX, and we're at 85 cents currently now, and that's about what, 35% move to the upside there. Also going to check out IP. Hip. All right, maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Oh, it's ID, not IB. IP. ID over on, I guess. Looks like we got you on KuCoin. spaceid Taylor KuCoin. Oh, snappage, baby. Look at you. It's time to play our pump songs. Lux is tears. Snagga-lagga-lagga. Look, we're following this little guy from this falling wedge over here, and she's just nailed it. I've got to take a picture of this one. Where are we at now? On gains from the breakout. Shrappa! 200% gains. Well, congratulations to anybody that was buying ID around 20 cents. After it hit 70 and back to 60. That's a pretty good come up, I must say. From a very shallow falling wedge. Had a little bit of a rough start. Got to have accumulation and just popped to the top tops. Popped it to the top tops. No, this chart's old because it's before I was putting price things over here. Still looking for 69. Well, it technically got hit, didn't it? And 85 at the 618. Possibly still in play, possibly. So currently it's at 200% gains from the actual breakout when we called this one. Cool. Well, honey, if I don't brag about it, nobody else is going to. So I got to toot my own horn here because that's what the YouTubers do. They love to toot their horns. I'm not a horn tooter, but I guess I got to learn how to toot my own horn. I would say that this was a pretty good trade, and I would say that I've still got some of this that I probably need to take care of, right? Because I've not been following it. Hey, what we got on this trend line here that I'm looking at? Woo! If you get a pullback, I'm looking for a pullback to where? Somewhere around, what's that? That's not a price label. Somewhere around this juicy area. I'll be looking at that 50 moving average on the daily to come up here. I would say by the time it gets up here, we might know if it's going to touch it with the price or not. About 45 cents. Might be a juicy place to just buy back into this little guy or add to a bag. Right now, I got to clear out all these. Oh, did you take a picture? I was taking a picture. Just going to take a picture. Copy that image, baby. I forgot I'm doing some horn tooting. To the vanity wall. It's music. It's cushy. All right, so these little levels are kind of, you know, never did hit that little box there, did ya? Did ya? All right, so still more to come out of this little guy, in my personal opinion, but 45 cents looks like a good place to maybe nibble some more. Don Member says, I've had Mint Layer on my watch list looking for a good entry. Could you take a pick? That one's tricky to buy because you have to use a VPN before you can even, at least on MexC. I bought it and then I thought, what did they do? Drop it? I was like, oh, you only show up when I have a VPN. Lost a parabolic move. So sometimes I call this the curse pattern when I draw it anyway. It likes to break to the downside. I only have 3 little levels there, but they can do up to 5, and that's kind of what we were hoping for. Not happening, at least not yet, unless it's doing like a much bigger parabola. Could be a scenario. These points I like to, yeah, what do you got, Elliot? What the hell are you saying, Elliot? Elliot's on crack again, so I'm going to put him back to, I guess you would be going to bed if you're on crack. This trend line right down here, that main one, that's what we're retesting right here. Will she hold? That's the question, because look at this pattern. Although, if you're looking at it as a head and shoulder, the right shoulder is higher than this one, meaning that it is making higher highs and higher lows. So I don't put as much faith in these, but I've seen them, you know, play out. So that kind of sucks. If we lose this trend line, just count on the 200 moving average, about 26 cents, and that sounds horrible, but well, she bounces off of there. That's the signs I'm looking for, because when I'm looking at these moving averages, got the 200 headed up and to the right, 100 up and to the right, 50 up and to the right. Your 3 strongest ones right there, up and to the right. Let me turn on my little cheat. Oh yeah, we don't have them on here. Gosh darn it. Go to smaller time frame. Okay, I got my extra little moving averages here, my 666 and my 800 and my 300. You know, actually they're on the 1 hour. At some point, it's not going to show them anymore because there's just not enough price history. Oh, here we go. All right, every one of them I see, they are lined up beautifully. The only thing that I see that's happening kind of bearishly is the 200 crossing the 365 or getting ready to, and all the other ones coming down. So coming down to this trend line looks very probable to me, just seeing that. And hopefully we need a bounce off of there. But the fact that these bigger moving averages are all lined up, I'm not looking for this to be some big head and shoulders to break to the downside. If it does, I mean, well, let's call 36 cents. I don't see it, but it could. I'm just going to mark these moving averages right now in the 4 hour as some possible targets if it does. When this pattern breaks to the downside, it's got a percentage to meet that measure move, and it's roughly somewhere around 45% off the top of my head. Again, the patternsite.com has the actual stats on that, and I recommend checking that out. But just on the safe side, getting a bearish scenario here, if she comes down, these should be some good areas of support. These are not bearishly crossing all the bigger moving averages. Just this little guy's up here. A little drawdown, but overall everything's moving up and to the right. So for the smaller moving averages, those are the ones that are just kind of like little puppies running around in the yard. They'll eventually come join the rest of the group and play to the upside. We just got to give them time to be finicky. And that's my personal opinion. So knowing that or seeing that, let's turn those little guys off. I like to bring them in for a second opinion every once in a while, especially when things look like this, like, oh, looks bearish as all get out. It's about to go to zero. Or not. Maybe it's going to bounce. And that could definitely get us up to 132. If we got a, and it's, yeah, I only got one touch up here, so we can't really put much stock in it, okay? Technically, you need at least 2 to preferably 3 touches for a solid trend line. We only got 1. But we do know the price travels in a chat. Oh, that's nice. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of a trap. That looks a little bit more solid. And then you can put a little fuzzy one up here. It might end up being something. But right now, just with trend lines, seem to have a little confidence that 109 could get hit. And then maybe that 132. Who knows? Mid layer, let's do it, baby. You're at 58 cents and you got up to 94. So that's a pretty strong pullback there. Here's another thing. 100 moving average. I'm on the 4 hour. 100 moving average is above the 200. It's where it should be. Pulls it up. I think she's going to bounce. How about FLOKI? You got some FLOKI? You got some FLOKI in you? I've got some, but I don't plan on keeping it forever. Trend the line. That line is a trending. She's getting away from it technically. Curving to the upside. I like that. Different trajectory now, but let's see what we got with that little guy here. Likes it, likes it, likes it, likes it. Cool. Gee, FLOKI, I don't know where to start with you, man. I guess right here. No. Right here. That little spike, and that was accumulation that we just got out of. So this little line there needs to hold for support. We'd like to see that. If we do come down on flokiinu, that would be where I see it coming down to, but I don't see it coming down. I see it going up. I see a new trend line right there, which is giving us a new channel right here, telling us that we can come up and retest this area up here. Anyway, up here. And from where we are now, what is that? About a 50% gain? Eventually we'll come up and touch this area at 668. Because we got to confirm a double bottom or break out of that pattern and go to the upside. I would say it's also a significant accumulation level from this swing high to swing low. Yes, it is. Just right below it right there, right at that top wick. So that's another major area. Confluence with the areas that we got a target at right there. So at 5741 area looks like a great little target for me to eyeball. Maybe by the time we reach that, it will be a moon baggy. And at some point, ooh, but will it? The question is, when FLOKI gets going, is she going to get, it looks like she'll have a little bit of a hiccup over here at this golden pocket area, or this 618 area, but when she gets going, it looks like she's just going to blast. Make me rich, FLOKI. You did for some other people. Take my small bag and make it a big fortune. Maybe I won't sell my FLOKI too soon though. They forget says, you think jasmy is near bottom? I'd like to add some to my bag. Jasmy's starting to look more appealing. Well, bottom is not the word, comes to my mind. But at a point where it can start getting support, yeah. Getting there, but man, that big bump up. All right, let's come down to a 4-hour time frame. All right, so we got a measured move from this guy. Suggest that we can come all the way back down here to this area. That's about 9. What is that? 0.00922. We're at 0.012525. That's a nice 30% drop or something, right? Also looking at 0.12 area. All right, so 4-hour 9 crossed the 21 bearishly, which we've lost the 21 and the 9. Normally we would head back to this 50 moving average area, so I would look at that. Let's come down to smaller time frame, see what they can tell us. Let's go get Bukowski's multiplier for that measure move. I think it's about 45%, but I can't remember exactly. So we got a broadening pattern. Not a bottom. Are you? You got a broadening bottom? No, it's not you. We're just looking for a broadening pattern. Broadening wedge. Are you ascending? Lot that. Okay, so I'm looking for this little guy right here. Percentage meeting price target for up, down, breakout. Down, breakout, 71%. Good thing we checked this. Okay. Cool. Now we can go back and I'll adjust that measure move, see if we can kind of knock it in a little bit more precisely. I got this little line here. Grab my little Fibonacci tool. 0% here, 78% is here at this line. 61 to 70. Hey, we're just going to kind of eyeball it. Guesstimate about 71%. 71%. Double checking there. Suggest somewhere in this area about 1.09 0.010996 area. And I'm going to label that as a Bukowski measure move, because I like to track them, see how accurate that these things play out. That will help me determine when I should pull these more often in the future to go by them. So that's how I like to operate. But I do see it coming down. And the rule of thumb for the 5 moving average is losing the 921, you're kind of eyeballing the 50. So that's at 0.0101. So there may be some better places to buy, but it definitely could, you know. What I do, if I'm trying to build this for a spot position, I'm just pyramiding in. So I'd take this information that I've got, and just fiddle around with this section over here for 30 minutes. Just, gosh. Setting bigger orders as we go down, pyramiding them. And, you know, at some point they will get hit. You'll just dip your wick in there and then eventually start taking off the other direction. And then you build a little bit of a bag. And then once you confirm that you bounce from whatever point, like if it comes down here and bounces, once you confirm to bounce and a higher high, you can start adding in some more, layering in that way. And that's usually the method I use most of the time when I'm, especially on spot, when I'm trying to build a spot bag. Sometimes on leverage if I'm trying to build a low leverage position, which is kind of juicy to do. I mean, if you know Bitcoin is headed to 60, 80,000, wherever it will go for this bull market, and you can get a low leverage trade built in, just keep buying the dips until you establish a position with low leverage where you're not going to get liquidated. I'm just saying, not a bad play, just patient play. Once you get that position in, you let that little sucker ride. Now, whoever says thanks, Road Dog. Hey, appreciate it. No problem, my friend. That's what I'm here for. Did we check out AGI? AGI is delysium. It's over on MexC here. It's been kind of a hottie. And that's why, because she's just all pumps up to the ups. Oh, we gave set outs and it hit it. That was 256% return from that. Ooh, sweet. No, I didn't get it. I wanted that 200% gain. I didn't get it. I didn't move on this one. Like an idiot. You can't buy them all though. That would have been a nice one, man. How much are you? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach. 282%. Well, the only logical thing now for me to do is just hate on it and be bearish about it. It's going to zero. There's nothing to this coin. You suck if you're in it. That seems to be what you're supposed to do when you're in crypto and it goes against you. She's headed up to 28 cents. And that might reject her there. So also a good possibility on a big pullback that might come back. Retest this 11.5 cent area. That's our accumulation zone to get out of. See how it would support over here. Probably needs to come back and step on it one more time just to make sure it's solid. That would be juicy. I would like that. Please do that. AGI. For those of us that missed it, please come back to the 21 moving average. Here on the 4 hours, she's looking. Oh, well, she's looking like she's getting a little bit of a pullback. Want to meet the 21 on there. But she's got a nice solid trend line. Ooh, if that breaks, then come down. But if it doesn't break, then going up. That's pretty much it. Get rid of these fibs here so we can see what we got going on. Get rid of these fibs here so we can see what's going on. Don't know why I had to say it twice, but clearly I didn't listen the first time. Oh, what's this? Is this anything juicy? Is this anything juicy? Is that juicy? That might be juicy. Ooh, a little bit of confidence there with this little area. Interesting, 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 interesting. Is that going to give you a little extra support when you come down? Keep an eye on that little guy. Might offer a little bit of support there, but again, it may not care. MacD says, "Baby, I'm tired. I need a break. I can't go all night. I'm not a young one anymore. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm sore. Leave me alone. Stop touching me. Take a break. Take a cold shower. Leave me alone. Stop poking me." Apparently, AGI feels a little overextended at the moment. Got some bearish divergence playing out right up here on the 4 hour. Telling us that going straight across you there. Candle bodies to candle bodies. Coming to the downside over here, and that is the exaggerated type, which is actually a weaker form of bearish divergence. So it's not I'm the trend changer. I'm going to reverse this sucker on you. It's more the, hey man, I want to knock you down a little bit. So we got that. Another sign that maybe this trend line will hold and take us for another higher high and all that goody. Elliot says that we got some kind of weird. How are you even calculating that? How are you? Elliot, you suck. Elliot's always trying to rain on our party for some reason. Although, he seems to think that 18 cents might be a bounce area for a little bit of a come up. Whatever, Elliot. Trigger says he had trouble again today. Out of trouble, man. Oh, something I need to do. I keep forgetting to do it. Paper trading, my paper trade account. This is monopoly money over here. It's not worth a damn, but Sinverse, you're up? Really? I'm up $100 on my Sinverse thing. Price lower. I'm up $80,000 here on a Bitcoin trade. I've already took it to profit. I already did $167,000 profit on a $1,000 account, which is now a $144,000 account, which doesn't mean a thing because it ain't real. But this is just to prove that when you get in something and you just sit back and don't mess with it too long, you kind of leave it there, number go up. Sometimes when we're sitting there punching those numbers and hitting buy and sell, a lot of times we can miss some of the gains if we just kind of chill the freak out. And that's what this says, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Not so much on Peppy. Peppy still kicked my ass, but I'm not down $1,100 like I was before, but I needs to get out of Peppy there. Anything I can take profit on here? Sinverse is $100 profits? Oh, come on, that's nothing. I got 10,000 of them. Come on, do better. I think Sinverse might actually be now hopefully heading up to around 2 cents. Maybe a slow ride, but let's take a look at Sinverse. How do you get this off? Oh, there we go. Sinversey. It's one of the little gaming places I'm in. I think some of you guys are in it too. She's been a slow mover. She looks cool though. Getting rejected over here at the 382 looks like, or has been. I think now it's starting to get a little, it actually wants to jump up above it. Let's, have we got our fibs full? Okay, I'm not doing that one. So now we've got a bottom in. We were kind of figuring out how low is it gonna go? We got our bottom. Now we can pull our fib from swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is gonna go. Magic mirror on the wall. 618 rules them all. So 15 or 1.5 cents rather. Possible, and it wouldn't rule out 17 or 0.017. Oh yeah, 0.017. Just a little backup plan right there in case she gets a little bit bullish. It can happen. Doesn't mean it will, but it could. And then the grand prize of them all is the higher high here at 2.4 cents, which would make Daddy very happy. I would love that. And I'm not going to rule out 2.6 cents because, hey, sometimes she gets a little feisty. Breaks through that. Now, let me check my accuracy on that. We got a swing low to swing high, and you bounced a little bit below the 618. Might you fall short this time? I'm curious. I think you can hit that one. All right, I'll play you. Sinverse, man, if you go to 2.4 cents, I won't sell half my bag. I won't sell half my bag. What we got going on over here? Oh, come on. Don't cut me short now. All right, so I got to leave this trend line there because you may not make it up above that trend line. That sucks. How far back do you go? Oh, you go underneath. That's interesting. A lot of times we're looking for the tops. Yeah, a lot of times when you draw some of these things back, you'll find that they go to the bottom of a... That's interesting. That means that's a whole new level when she breaks up above this trend line. If she does, can she? She might. I don't know. Is this a shoulder, head and shoulder? Could be. I don't know. We got a lower, or in this case, the right one is up above that. That's more bullish. High or low. That would be awesome. Let's get crazy with that measured move and let's just kind of pretend. What if you are head and shoulders and you break to the upside? Now we got to wait for a breakout to confirm it and then also realign this when it does break out. We're just kind of guessing, hey, it might break out here. That could take us up to 4 cents. Oh my God, that's the bullish hopium. Road Dog, you've been smoking something. What's going on? Why are you so bullish on this? I'm not, but I'm just looking for possibilities, man. Something to talk me out of selling out too early. Daddy's looking for profits. That's all I'm saying. That's the Miziata move. Sinverse, do it, baby. I hope you do. This is like, it's not at all saying I'm getting ready to do this. This is like something to shoot for that could actually play out. If certain things are met, it confirms this pattern. We got a chance to make 4 cents. I know it seems crazy now until that one day when you, gosh darn it, why did I sell out of my Sinverse bag? Why did I sell my Uniswap bag? Why did I sell all of that? Why did I sell my TRB bag? Yeah, I don't want to do that again. LAI is getting a little hot. Oh, look, she confirmed a double bottom and I know, it's crazy, right? I know. It wicked up a little bit above it, right? But I mean, would you have been shooting for that price target at all? Like, oh, thrown up. Where's where could I sell and be a good spot? Here, at this very magical 1.27 Fibonacci. Which I hope you're picking up what I'm laying down. If you don't have that one on your Fibonacci retracement tool or extension tools, why not? When I saw it working out, I was like, I got to have is that. That's been a game changer for me. Boom. Let's get rid of all this crap and see what we're doing now. Ooh, baby. Can you flip this area for support? Because you're not doing it. Can you regain it? You need to regain this. Or it's more downside for LAI, which I'm not in, by the way. Sucks ass. This little guy is... Oh, that works. 2.7 cents. And then we got this little guy area right here. We could retesty test. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. Look how beautifully this 0.5 Fibonacci area comes to that area we were just eyeballing right there where I was just getting ready to draw a trend line. But I thought, no, wait. Let's see if we got some confluence and something cool going on. Which the fib said, hey, we got some confluence and there's something cool going on. Means that this one might actually stick. So we're taking that guy. We also taking this 618 because we always do, because you need to. She is important. Those are the two main areas I would be looking for. Us to come back down and retrace on LAI. And the way that this one's shaping up, man, kind of makes me want to get into it at these areas. I'm putting an alert. Dude, for real this time. All right. So Coolio, do you see the big channel that we're kind of in, right? And there's a major move from that too. So confirming a breakout, if we ever do get back above this trend line and go above it, I mean, that gives us a target to shoot for right here at, it's like what? 4.8 cents, which is kind of juicy. So we got a measure move, put you there. Now, by chance, if you come back to this 50-cent area and hold that, if I nibble and get in there, I can get 120% gains. We come back to 618 and get up there, 160% gains. I kind of like that. Definitely got this little guy going on right here. Didn't quite make it up there. And you know what that means? We could probably find a channel. I'm just playing around with this would be the original, which we're below. Oh, that's interesting. I just want to put that there. I'm basically looking for down here. This is how I do it, but that's interesting. We'll dot you up and see if that some channel midline might hold. I doubt it, but you know, it is the 21 moving average. It could hold. Let's come down to the smaller time frames, see what they look like. Definitely looks like this area is on target to get hit though. I like that. 22. Let's go for it. Sticking with that one. What happened? Well, I'm just screwing this all up. So kind of like what I see there for LAI, possible nibble areas. I overall, I like what I'm seeing for the chart. She looks like she could do some stuff after, I don't know, whatever she needs to do to take off, but she's got to get a pullback. So one more dip on that one might be a nice one to look at. AXL LXR. Let's check it out, I guess on Binance. That's Binance US. I need something with some good history. Maybe. Oh, I'll go corn. All right. We got something here. We charted it over here before, Coinbase. Lucky. A breakout going up there. Hasn't quite hit my target yet, but she's hit some on the way, right? All right. So let's clear this messy mess off. So what the breakout was right here around 92, 93 cents, right? Nice gains right there. If I do say so myself. What clued me in on this one, a lot of people, oh crap, no it didn't. I can't say that. I would have my doubts about that one because it broke that trend line. I look for them to maintain a trend line there, and I don't think you did. Nope. I would have thought you were more bearish. But she's working her way up to that nice little target. How much have you made? That was 67%. Currently 55% gains right there. Nice. Come on now. Where are you? You're killing me, Smalls. I'll go with that. Time to toot my own horn again. All right, so we copy image, paste it over here. This was AXL. %58 gain so far on that little setup. Sweet. We looked at OFN last night. I noticed some other people were looking at that one too. That was a request here on the channel last night. Look how well she is doing here. What is she doing? She's basically, well, since we looked at it, she's just been kind of on a little bit of decline. Still looking for it to come back and test this bottom trend line, and we're kind of looking somewhere in the neighborhood. Looking around that where that moving average is, somewhere about 45 cents there, currently at 49, so a little bit of drawback. Ichimoku Cloud says this one's still got a lot more possibly to come. Looks like she's trying to go a little parabolic, and now here's the thing with these parabolas, after we kind of get them established, you know, they can come all the way back down to that line, so we've got some more downside, 40, maybe 39 cents. OFN, you know, it's got to pull back, needs one. If it breaks this trend line, you expect, and it makes sense that it would come down, maybe try to put in a higher low, 38 cents or something like that. It's kind of what I'm kind of looking at, but I'm just not seeing the signs of it yet. So basically I'm just pulling that out of my ass and predicting just based on what I've seen happen before. So nothing in stone here. It's just one we got to watch. She's too high right now. It's on the 12 hour. Looking on the 1 hour, she's looking bearish. She's doing a head and shoulderish. Maybe even a complex head and shoulder. Might even put another shoulder in there. Who knows? That brings us downside. That does give us a little confluence for these lower areas down here. Maybe in a little bit sooner than later. So I want to go with that trend line. Maybe even lower than 45 cents. If you go to the full extent of that major move, it says it wants to take you all the way down here to 35. They don't usually play out that low, but something to think about. Let's put a few more targets, 39 cents, and then the full extent of that measure move, which could take us down to 36 cents there on, what is this, OFN? Suku is going nuts today, says Mike. How's it going, Mike? We looked at that one before. I didn't get in on it though. It's on KuCoin. It's on MexC. I'll be. Well, let's take a look. What we got? Suku. I think we charted this one before though. Maybe I did KuCoin. Maybe I didn't do KuCoin. Whoa. Well, that's nice. Good, good, good. Ah, there we go. I knew I charted it somewhere. Oh, she confirmed her Adam and Eve. Nice. If she can stay up above here where she's at and hasn't quite done yet. Nice. So basically, right around through here is where our neckline is. When we start looking at the candle bodies, it makes it a little bit easier. Oh, you got a candle body up there? No, you don't. So my top candle body is coming in right there. That's about 88.4, 8.5 cents in that area. Need to see that hold. Probably nail it in with the, there's one. We'll use this guy. Is it lining up? Not great. Guess we have to stick with that one. All right, so, and we've already got that marked out, 236 area. So really, I would feel much better if it got above 11.7, 12 cents, but she's already got her neckline here. She's already making, she's doing good. She's doing good. So we can just flag out. It may come back to 8.5 cents. Hopefully that area would hold. We're at currently at, we are at 8.4 cents. So the area it's at now, hopefully it will hold and flag out above there, and then we can start moving toward 15, 16 cents. That looks cool. Yeah, she's moving. She's still in accumulation technically, but I mean, think about it. If you're building a bag at this point in time, kind of like what I was doing with Uniswap before I sold it all way too early when she popped out of this area, and I feel like an ass, feel like a dumbass. Yeah, if you accumulate and don't sell like I did and don't be the dumbass, this one could pay off really nice because there's just not much to, just a few little areas to hold her down. 48 cents, 35 cents, 48 cents, 82 cents, $1. We're sitting at 8 cents, and we know that we could go to $1.60 or even higher. Kind of cool. But yeah, nice. So she's doing what she needs to do before she gets really bullish. Cool. All right, guys, the time is now 11:30. Actually making my hour here. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. If you can,
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
that does help the channel out. I appreciate you guys for leaving comments and being active in the chat and everything. That does help the channel a lot. I mean, you can spam my chat. I don't care. Type 1, I don't care. Just, I'm good. It does help me. It does help things. You know what else helps? These little guys right here, especially the one, and I forgot to do it, but supposedly, if you press these little guys like before, like when the stream first starts and everything, it helps the algorithm. The little, I guess I should show you what I'm doing. This little guy over, you can probably see it in the chat, but these little guys here, supposedly that helps. And I've noticed that I get more views when I do that when I start a stream. I forgot to do it tonight. I don't understand the YouTube algorithm or how the thing works. I don't know. Maybe if I did, I would have more than where we at? Where are we at? Maybe I would have more than 1,258 subscribers, but I'm very, very thankful for each and every subscriber that I have. I am not complaining at all. I don't think most people will resonate with me. I'm just a little weird. I'm a little different. I'll do things a little differently. But thanks for hanging out with me. Guys, I'll be back again tomorrow night on the weekend. Just be careful on liquidity. And I'm just testing to see if retail is here. I'm taking profits when I can, but trying to swear to not sell my whole dang bag. I hate it when I do that. It always goes against me. Be safe. Keep God in your life. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You was star, blew it up like supernova. In the nighttime.
It's just down and to your left.
Anytime. ride with your ride.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. It's crypto rival. The really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.